Well guys, here we are. We got the KIMBLE Ice Races 2011, January 22nd. And we had cars, motorcycles, dirt bikes, go-karts, three-wheelers, mainly three-wheelers. This is what kind of this event was mostly about. But this year they brought cars in and it was quite a rush. Some of these cars were just badass. Listen to that sucker. This track was really long too. I would say it was a mile track at least. We had to do 3 laps, and by the time I was done running my 250, my arm was just tired. I brought a 1981 250R there, and there was nobody else in my custom league, so I had to run with the four-wheelers. They wouldn't let me run with the 200 and under cc. So I ran with all the big boys, the Banshees, 3 Banshees, a Suzuki, and something else. And at the end of this video, we'll see what happens with that three-wheeler against them Banshees. Oops, here we are. Here's our pit area. Check out the track system he put on there from a sled, and then aired up his tires. There's my 81. There's my 81. There's Bob, #1 point leader in Minnesota. This was the preheat. The Suzuki was stealing the show. Let's see who's in second place. Hallelujah! It's a three-wheeler! Whoa, did you see that in the background? I just seen a Banshee Crash. There's a Banshee down. It's Bob. Another Banshee in there with him. But I was definitely ahead of the Banshees here in the preheat, which was kind of nice to have my little three-wheeler out there. Bob's crash here, like I said, he's the #1 point leader. He broke his collarbone, so he's going to be out of racing for a little while here, which is kind of a bummer. And I really wanted to ride with him in the last race. A little bit of the dirt bikes. Yeah, so it was down to 3 of us at the end for the four-wheeler class. A Banshee, the Suzuki that took first in the preheat, and my three-wheeler that took second place. And me and the guy with the Banshee have a little rival going. I beat him with my 1986 250R in a street drag, if you look at that video. So I brought my 81 out for this ice racing, just to see how I do. I didn't know I was going to have to race against him, which made it all the more exciting. Here's the 200 and under cc class. These guys were nuts. Some of these, I think 4 of them are 70 cc three-wheelers with 110 motors in them. All custom bored out and ported. And some of them are just regular 110s where they actually welded different sprockets on the center gear to get more speed out of these little things. They had 5 laps to do on this little shorter track. I'm kind of glad I didn't have to run the shorter track. The longer track was much funner, a lot faster. But these guys look like they were having just as much fun. Nothing like seeing studded three-wheelers still racing. I love it. Look at this little 70. Listen to that thing. That's nuts. And this guy really knew how to ride. Just hanging at both these guys. And this guy was hanging in there with his 200. There goes Fuzz. This little 70. That's crazy. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Like I said, there's nothing better than watching three-wheelers still fly across the ice. It was 3 degrees out that day, and we would have had a lot more people show up, but it was just too damn cold. The white flag, our leader. Look at this fight. Look at them fight. That's what we like to see. There's the checkered flag. Kind of neat to see a little 70 take first place. Good race. These little 70s are just nuts. This one that bad dog. Here we are, the final race. Banshee's in the lead. I just can't catch him. He got me off the start. And after that I was just following in his wake. I couldn't catch the bastard. He's totally redeeming himself from me beating him on my 86. But I was hanging with him 100 feet behind him the whole time, and I just couldn't seem to gain ground. I'd gain on him in the corners, on the straightaways, he'd totally take off on me. I had a 5-speed, he had a 6-speed, you know, twin 350 if you guys know anything about the Banshees. But I'm not that far behind him here.
Look at that shot. Shit, Bob's a walk all over here. And Jason just, I mean, it's impressive that you didn't get it.
Here he is. This is how you slide on a 250R. Right there, baby. You guys hear that sucker?
Bob's a walk all over here. And Jason just, I mean, it's impressive that you didn't get it.
So he's still got me. This is the final lap. This guy spun out, so he's way behind us this time. I think this is it. Down to the wire. There it is. Whoa, what happened? Banshee blows a tire right at the finish line. The three-wheeler takes first place. How do you like that shit? 50 feet from the finish line. That's right, the three-wheeler hung in there, took first. Thanks guys for watching, and hallelujah to the Honda 250R.